People aren't using blinkers. This is how panic attacks happen. This is how failure happens. Do people really know how to drive? No. People do not know how to drive. So, what does this mean to you as a beginning driver? You have to use your blinker. You need to let people know this is safe for pedestrians, safe for you. The biggest thing that I see as an instructor, the truth is, about a third of drivers don't use blinkers. This creates crash potential. So when you're watching these videos, when you're learning how to drive, I really need you to dig down deep and become a student for a few minutes. Let's look at the next video together. A lot of beginners go 40, they go 30. And if you do that, you're going to when you're learning how to drive, I need you to look where you're going. It's really important that you do that and you understand and analyze the situation. It's so important when you're backing up, you look out of your back window. Was I gonna bring cones? No. I showed you real life parking. Real life parking. And this is where you're gonna learn. We did parallel parking. We did right turns. We did left turns. Mirror adjustment. Okay? If you can see your own car in the mirror, it's aligned wrong. Aim for the blind spot, the kill zone. Real world maneuvers, no cones. Metal versus plastic. Cones don't have insurance, cars do. Okay, we're using high stakes. Real, okay? If you turn too short, you're gonna catch metal. You turn too late, you're gonna be out wide. Point in or return, downtown Mount Clemens. Now, let's talk about my coaching style. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm chilled, it was relaxed. I really worked hard to set up this POV, and I'm not playing mind games. I'm keeping it real with you. Overthinking is your enemy. The forbidden roundabout hack, I'm gonna go through it again. I showed you. Okay, we have the Romeo Plank roundabout hack. You yield for traffic. When it's clear, you go. I can come up. So if I turn now, I'm gonna go over the curb. I gotta come up to the stop line. I gotta look left, right, and left. And if I don't do that, this is where a lot of people fall off. They don't look left, right, and left. And if you don't look left, right, and left, you're not really going to have a good angle. And some people don't go up to the stop line. You turn short, you go over the curb. Some people go way past the stop line. You're going to get 1 minus from crossing the stop line. And you get another minus for being in a crosswalk. You can pass your road test by 1, or you can fail by 1. You want to have all the odds in your favor. And this gives you a perspective of a downtown city, downtown Mount Clemens, the Romeo Plank Road hack, the brake hack, where you always have to cover your brake. It's so important. Let's keep going. When you get hit by a car, I know you like this Equinox, right? That's a good car to drive. And then I'm going to turn out. I'm going to turn on my left turn signal. And I gotta wait. This is a protected left-hand turn. We're getting out of... Now let's talk about left-hand turns. A lot of you have questions about this. Have an arrow, okay? This is your teaching class. The arrow is right there at this light. You're gonna have a blinking red. If it's clear, you can proceed. Or you're gonna have a blinking yellow. You have to yield to traffic. Traffic is here to the left. This is one of the biggest things I see as your instructor, that people are not looking. And if you don't look, you're going to pull out in front of a car, and that's a potential failure because you didn't yield to oncoming traffic. By me being an instructor and by us looking at these videos together, because they're in downtown Mount Clemens, and I'm going through the actual road test with you, getting you ready, the odds are you're more likely to pass the test or get less minuses. Okay, so let's keep watching this together and put your questions in. Let's go. Down to my Clemens area. We couldn't lose signal. I'm trying to get 10 thumbs up. Okay. Got my blinker up. All right, let's go to the next one. So failing your driving test is real. We're talking about real life things that you need to know. And then now let's talk about angles. Okay. I'm showing you no other instructors are doing this. I'm going to walk out. You're going to see the angle. That's the angle. That's tight. Now let's look at this angle for a second. This was really a good video. Let's look at this angle right here. If you turn the car short, you're going to side swipe and hit this vehicle. If you turn it too tight, you're going to side swipe. This is why the downtown Mount Clemens, New York, downtown Detroit, any downtown area, you have to be really precise with your steering. Hand over hand is the most effective way to turn the wheel. You have to have really good maneuverability as you turn the wheel. And by me showing you this training video, by me actually in the Mount Clemens downtown area, you're going to look at this information and use it as a stepping stone to help you pass this test. This is why you're here, right? This is why I'm doing all this work for you. So let's take a look at this video.
I gave you enough room to clear the truck. Is it close? Yes. Is this real driving? Yes. Do we have cones today? No. This is real driving. Let me switch angles. Okay? I'm showing you. No other instructors are doing this. I'm going to walk out. You're going to see the angle. That's the angle. That's tight. I gave you enough room to clear the truck. Is it close? Yes. Is this real driving? Yes. Do we have cones today? No. This is real driving. Let me switch angles. Okay? I'm showing you. No other instructors are doing this.
So you got to know how to do the maneuverability, right? That's really important. You got to know how to steer and turn your steering wheel. Let's go ahead and move to the next one, right? Now we're going to be dealing with intersections.
This also gets very confusing. The middle lane is for left turns only. These two lanes go straight. I bring a lot of students here from out of town. They get very confused. But I'm bringing you here because I want you to speak truth. I want you to know what's going on. I'm flipping angles. I'm checking. You see the car behind me? You see me looking at the intersection? People run lights. If you think they don't, you're foolish. Intersections are the most dangerous, okay? This also gets...
So you got to look. If you're not looking at intersections, you leave yourself very vulnerable. People run lights. Pedestrians run lights. School buses run lights. Your job is to be a defensive driver. You're seeing a third-person perspective. You're seeing a POV right now. This is our training. We're leaving the Mount Clemens area. We're going to be driving on the Romeo Plank Road to get there to the roundabout. When you take your test, you're going to be in an area that is state certified. You're going to have a number of right turns, left turns, lane changing. Okay, let's continue.
It's very confusing. The middle lane is for left turns only. These two lanes go straight. I bring a lot of students here from out of town. They get very confused. But I'm bringing you here because I want you to speak truth. I want you to know what's going on. I'm flipping angles. I'm checking. You see the car behind me? You see me looking at the intersection? People run lights. If you think they don't, you're foolish. Intersections are the most dangerous, okay? This also gets very
Enough
confusing.
said, intersections. Now, let's talk about mastering driving maneuvers, okay? You have to be a master when you learn how to drive. That's your mindset. If your mindset is not on being a master, you're not ready to learn how to drive. My mindset is to teach you. So let's go ahead and look at this one.
I look left, I look right. You have to show them that. If you don't, you don't fail. Hey, if you get in value, give this thing a thumbs up. We're trying to get 20 thumbs up today. I only got 10 minutes with you, so we're going to continue on this road. Road testers have state certified courses to have a number of right turns, left turns, lane changing, okay? We're just trying to keep it clear and locked in with you so you know.
So you want to be clear and locked in. You're only going to be there half an hour, 35, 40 minutes. They are looking for specific maneuvers, right turns, left turns, lane changing, observation. You have to look. Let's go to the next video. You have questions, put those in. This is mastering parallel parking, downtown Mount Clemens. How do you turn the wheel? You should be turning hand over hand. Let's go ahead and take a look at this video next.
This parallel park gonna be good. Okay, come on. Oh yeah, come on. I'm gonna show you. Look at that. Line up on this boy. Downtown Mount Clemens. Now, I'm gonna take you out with me. Other instructors don't do that. Okay? We're gonna walk out, we're gonna see. We will see. This bringing value, give it a thumbs up.
Okay. So we gotta have pride. right? You got to have pride in learning how to parallel park. You have to work on good maneuverability, and that comes from yourself. You're going to build your confidence looking at my videos, right? You're going to say, wow, man, he really goes over what is needed. I'm showing you in car. I'm showing you out of car. I'm showing you where your hands need to be. I'm showing you how close or far you need to be from the curb. It's 12 inches or less, right? Let's go to the next video. Okay, here we go.
The forbidden roundabout hack, I'm going to go through it again. I showed you. Okay, we have the Romeo Plank roundabout hack. You yield for traffic. When it's clear, you go. Curb anxiety. I'd rather have a little room than be on top of the curb and mess up these rims. Okay? 30-minute POV, I kept my promise. Okay? You gotta stay focused.
You have to stay focused. And what I see, a lot of beginning drivers lose focus. This is when you'll hit the curb, automatic failure. This is when you go over speed, automatic failure. This is when you do a dangerous maneuver, automatic failure. We're trying to move you past that by looking at these videos. Now, we're going to be heading toward the roundabout next. These are real life driving navigation videos, right? This is your teaching implement. This is your class. Hey, if you like this type of learning and me showing you real life from in the car, out of car, give it a thumbs up. Let's go.
Now here we go. We got the first panic attack. Roundabout coming up. Here we go. I love showing you guys real life. So then you're like, man, this guy real. Okay, we have to yield. I know you see the roundabout. Car in the roundabout have the right of way. So we're going to let this.
This is where beginners panic. The Romeo Plank roundabout hack. You need to cover the brake. You need to look to the left, check traffic. You don't want to stop unless you have to. Yield means slow down. If you're yielding and then you're stopping, you've just missed your turn. You just upset the balance. Now, let's talk about driving test fail, beginning driver's mistakes, how to avoid. Let's go ahead and look at this one next. Here we go.
A lot of beginners turn short. You turn short, you're going to hit the curb and fail your test. You see, I got my blinker on. I got them.
First, you have to have your blinker on. If we're pedestrians walking on the sidewalk, we don't see. Turn on your blinker. You have to look left, right, left for vulnerable road users, pedestrians, the elderly, kids, and also people on those e-bikes. If you turn short, you're going to hit the curb.
Move forward. I got to look left and right. Let's see if they even stop. No, failure. Okay, four-way stop, regulatory sound. Downtown Mount Clemens, beautiful area.
So you have to have that good fundamental driving, complete stops, scanning left and right, and be thorough because I want you to get your license. I want you to get your permit. Let's look at the next video. Got comments or questions? Put it in.
We're coming up to an establishment. There was a person who was not in their right mind, and they walked out in front of us. It was almost a bad situation. So whenever you go by establishments, you want to look left, look right. Okay, we keeping it real today. We see people to the right. They'll run out in front of you. I'm just covering my brake, that ghost brake technique. And
that's that ghost brake technique. Whenever you see people, whenever you come up to intersections, you have to use the ghost brake technique. Covering your brake, being a defensive driver, always being ready to go. Now, let's talk about this. This is at the roundabout. This is a Romeo Plank roundabout hack.
This is where I'm supposed to walk. So why would I get killed? I'm not going to walk here. Do people really know how to drive? No, they don't. This is how panic attacks happen. This is how failure happens. It's too big. But this is where we're supposed to walk. Okay, that's what you're supposed to do. Okay, we're the most vulnerable. Do you realize if someone let the wheel go, they would...
So we are the most vulnerable. I'm walking on the sidewalk. You see the striped area, but drivers are on their phone. They're not paying attention. They're not using a blinker. Imagine how vulnerable we could be. I want you to understand, don't be vulnerable. Listen and learn and really absorb it. Hey, if this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up. Without subscribing, you're going to increase your chances of failure. Why? I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach adults, I teach teens, and you're going to learn so much today because this is our POV driving class, and you're going to get into the perspective. You're going to see what I see. You're going to be in this car driving. You're going to have lane line reference to the left, lane line reference in in front, lane line reference to the right, just like walking in a hallway, just like walking down the sidewalk. You know what a sidewalk is, okay? If you walk to the right, you're going to walk in someone's grass. If you walk to the left, you're going to be on the wrong side. We're in America. We drive on the right. We walk on the right. Now let's look at the next video, okay?
Literally run me over. This is where I'm supposed to walk. So why would I get killed? I'm not going to walk here. Do people really know how to drive? No, they don't. This is how panic attacks happen. This is how failure happens. It's too big. But this is where we're supposed to walk. Okay? That's what you're supposed to do.
Blinker.
Okay? We're the most vulnerable. Do you realize that someone like the Wilco, they would...
All right, so control, vision, and return. Let's look at the next one. Okay? This is about left turns, mastering driving laws, no turn on red. Had a lot of questions on this. If you have a sign, you need to stop. And you need to wait till the light turns green. This is probably one of the most important things you will see. So let's look at this together.
We cannot turn on red. You want to fail? You turn on red. You gotta know how to read. You gotta read signs. No turn on red. That's another area where people fail, right? So point of no return. Where am I, Clemens? Okay, once your shoulder clears the bumper, you turn.
So you have to look. You've got to check traffic. You've got to look left, right, left. If you don't, you're simply going to set yourself up for failure, and you're going to end up not passing your test. I don't want you to fail your test. Let's look at the next one. This is navigating intersections, essential driving safety tips.
I can come up. So if I turn now, I'm going to go over the curb. I got to come up to the stop line. I got to look left, right, and left. And if I don't do that, you're going to get hit by a car. I know you like this Equinox.
So you've got to look. You've got to master turns. You have to look where you're going. If you don't look where you're going, you're going to end up making a mistake.
So what I'm going to do is work on turns, right? I got 15 more minutes. I said half an hour. All right, we're going to come up and stop. I'm at my intersection, okay? Now, I'm going to look left, look right. I'm going to look left, right, left. I'm going to make a right turn. I wanted to stop and get up, but a car was here.
Eye movement. Overemphasizing eye movement. Look to the left. Check. Cars, pedestrians. Look to the right. Check. Cars and pedestrians. Overemphasize that to your ghost tester. That is your driving coach. That is your road tester. I'm preparing you mentally. You're in the car with me. This is you driving. I'm your invisible coach. I want you to see in the downtown Mount Clemens road test area what it's like. Let's look at the next one.
Cones today, real life driving. Okay, we're going to Romeo Plank Pivot. Okay, we're going to be going up to some, that's what the description said. Okay, we're going to straight roundabouts. Get ready to have a panic attack. All right, we're going along good. You know I'm in the Equinox R White 2020.
So you want to mentally prepare. You want to be ready for those maneuvers, and you want to stay consistent. Okay, next, let's talk about speed mistakes, because I have a lot of people say, can I go under the speed limit? No. Can I go over the speed limit? No.
Do that, you're going to fail your test because you're going under speed, and this is a dangerous maneuver because you'll run lights. Drive at the posted speed limit. All of my students say, can I drive 10 under? No, drive the speed limit. What if I go over a couple of miles an hour? No, you're going to fail. I don't want you to fail.
So you have to drive the speed limit. You have to. If it's 35, you're at 35. If it's 45, you're at 45. No underspeed, no, definitely no overspeed. Now let's go to the next one. Parallel parking, real world driving.
We did parallel parking. We did right turns. We did left turns. Mirror adjustment. Okay, if you can see your own car in the mirror, it's aligned wrong. Aim for the blind spot, the kill zone. Real world maneuvers, no cones. Metal versus plastic. Cones don't have insurance, cars do.
So this is a real world tutorial. This is a real world live, because we were at the downtown Mount Clemens road test area, and now you're going to get a chance to look at footage from inside the car, outside the car, and you're going to really understand about depth perception and lane line reference. Okay? Let's go ahead and move forward.
I'm going to put it in reverse. I'm going to roll back. Now, I'm gonna put it in drive. I want you to see me clear this vehicle. I gotta turn my wheel all the way to the left.
Hand over hand.
Metal on metal. Oh, you want to see? Okay, okay. I'm gonna show it to you. Okay, I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show you the angle.
You have to have a 45-degree angle. You have to be able to master this and feel safe and under control. If you don't feel safe and under control, you're going to be inconsistent. And if you're inconsistent, you're going to get a low grade, and the odds are against you, you're going to fail your test. Let's talk about passing your road test, expert driving instruction, tips revealed.
Because if you're not, you're going to fail your road test. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I'm here last, they go first. That's the rule. And if you don't know that, you will fail. All right, let's go ahead and make a left turn. And we're going to do another parallel park to let you know that I'm real.
So you want to be consistent. You want to be consistent. You want to be able to navigate the Mount Clemens downtown road test area. You want to be able to navigate making 12 right turns, 12 left turns. You want to be consistent. You do feel a little paranoid in the downtown area. You do feel a little claustrophobic in the downtown area. We're talking about downtown Mount Clemens, downtown Chicago, downtown New York, downtown Atlanta, Georgia. So you have to lean into you being uncomfortable. Now let's go into roundabouts, left turns, accident student driver tips. Okay, you're going to learn a lot right now. Put in your questions. Here we go.
Car did that to us the other day and almost caused an accident. We're going to do the roundabout. So we're making a left turn. This lane is for left turns only. You cannot be in the right turn lane and turn left. A car did that to us the other day and almost caused an accident. But because you're a student driver, you're going to get blamed. I'm looking to the left. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. Okay, I'm checking. My blinker is on.
You have to have your blinker on. If we're making a left at the roundabout, have on your left blinker. If we're going straight, you don't need a blinker. If you're going to the right, you need a blinker. Let's keep moving. Let's talk about pedestrian safety. Are all drivers watching? Here we go.
This is a regulatory sign. Right, you see cars. Up there is a warning sign for pedestrians. So let's walk over there. I'm keeping it real with you. Okay, we're looking at cars. Are people driving with eyes? Are people on their phones? We're pedestrian right now. We're the most vulnerable. This is where I'm supposed to walk, right? That
is for our safety. Safety is no accident, and it's really important that we understand where we are in terms of being safe, okay? Next, we're going to talk about mastering parking, driving, and avoiding accidents and confusing drivers.
Shadow braking. Never release the brake when we're parking. I talked about shadow braking. I would have hit the car. Reference, lane line reference points. You get in real life here. Give this thing a thumbs up. Stop playing. See no blinker. Confusing me. Okay, downtown area. You see it. Now we're going to drive, and we're looking for lane line reference. We want to look ahead.
We want to use the yellow line to the left, the double yellow line, and the edge line to the right, like walking on your sidewalk, walking in your home. If you hug the wall, you're going to hit the wall. If you're on the wrong side of the hallway, you're going on the wrong side of the hallway. Now let's talk about mastering turns and passing your road test. Let's look at this next video. This footage is from earlier today. This is the Mount Clemens road test area and the Romeo Plank hack.
And let's go ahead and get it. Okay, we're going to make these turns. If I turn short, I'm going to hit the curve. Okay? That was a really nice turn. And if you practice like I'm practicing with you, you're going to master it. Now, I need you to master the subscribe button.
So you have to master putting in work, and it does take time, right? You're not going to learn this overnight, but you're going to learn this by watching the videos. You're going to learn this by subscribing. 24 years of pro parallel park experience. Let's see this.
Good. Okay, I'm going to turn the wheel, and I'm going to pull into the stall parking spot. You're going to see the first view, and I'm coming up real easy.
This is stall parking.
All right. Now I'm going to put it in reverse. I'm looking out of my back window. I know how to reverse, covering my brake. I'm willing to take that risk to teach you.
That's that ghost brake technique, covering your brake, looking around, aiming high, looking ahead. Always back up slowly. You never want to hit the gas pedal. Now let's talk about the master driving secrets. Let's go ahead and look at this next.
Don't overgrip the wheel. My hands are 10 and 2. We're looking around the curve. We're taking our time. T-I-M-E. Just like E got upgraded, I'm upgrading all of you. better content. Promise you I go live at 6. My parallel parking was not perfect, but was it passing? Yes.
What I'm trying to do here is build trust with you. If I tell you that I'm going to go live at a certain time, I'm going to go live. If I tell you I'm going to give you a POV driving video, I'm going to do that. If I tell you that we're going to work on parking and expressway merging and 3-point turnarounds, I'm going to do that. I have to deliver on my promise. And if I don't deliver on my promise, you won't believe in me, you won't subscribe, you won't follow. By me being a state certified driving instructor and just taking my time going over the Mount Clemens road test prep video, you'll say, you know what, I'm wasting my time. My time is valuable just like yours. So let's go ahead and keep it moving.
It was like 7.99 out of 10, 8.1. I'd rather have a little room.
So we don't want to be right near the curb. We want to have good room. We want to have good space. We want to really understand and protect our vehicle, protect the city's downtown areas, the curb, the sidewalk. You've seen big chunks of cement. You've seen the curb that's gouged out because people literally don't know how to drive. Next, let's go to this next video right here.
You're not trying to get the ticket. And you got to get over your anxiety. Okay, the hacks, the parking hacks. Okay, roundabout hacks. Okay, steering. Okay, I'm going to turn on my left turn signal. Can't make a left turn on this street. I want to get in when the line is broken.
So you want to merge in when the line is broken. You don't want to cross a solid white line, whether that's New York, Dallas, Michigan, Illinois, Texas, Florida. Understand those payment markets. Now we're going to take 24 years of pro experience and we're going to talk about some roundabout secrets. You're really getting a lot of good information here and good value. So let's go ahead and look at this one next.
It's okay. Oh, got a little Audi there. Hey, that's your Audi. Get a pipe on that, bro. You're too loud. Get a ticket.
That's where we were supposed to walk.
All right. You see people, right? And this is real life. Every day, this is thousands of people come through here. I promise. I kept my promise. I said to Romeo Plank, roundabout. Boom. I said Mount Clemens. Boom.
You got to keep your promise. And what I'm learning to do is keep my promise. If I tell you it's Romeo Plank, we got to be there. If I tell you it's downtown Mount Clemens, we got to be there. If I tell you it's on 94 Expressway Drive, we have to be there. Let's talk about test secrets, turning proper to pass. Here we go. Let's look at this next.
Turn now. I'm going to hit the curb, right? If I turn now, so you got to come forward to the end, then turn. A lot of beginners turn short. You turn short, you're going to hit the curb and fail your test. Turn now. I'm going to hit the curb.
Don't turn short. Let's really look at this. A lot of beginners turn short. Your car's going to hit the curb, automatic failure. You're going to bend your rim, knock your car out of alignment, and then you're going to be really upset. In these videos, I'm really trying to emphasize how to turn the steering wheel, hand placement, lane line reference. And once you see and understand where the curb is, you're going to line your car up more properly. And I'm taking more time to do this. Why? Because I'm an instructor. Let's talk about parking next. Here we go.
I'm stupid. All right, let me get back in. Okay, let me mount this. I only got 10 minutes with you because I promised a quick half an hour. Yes, it's beautiful.
So it's a really beautiful day outside. You're going to have light. You're going to have everything to throw you off. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about, and I want to keep my promise to you because I don't want to waste your time. And I want to really want to respect that. Let's go ahead and look at this next video. Driving instructor, 24 years experience, 24K students.
I've been a state certified driving instructor over 24 years. I've taught over 24,000 students, adults, teens. We're going live. I'm off next week, spring break. So whenever I have a break, next time I'm going to bring the cones. And we're going to do real.
Now, we will bring in the cones next week. That's going to help you, make you feel more comfortable. I did the Mount Clemens POV road test prep without cones. Next time, I'm going to bring the cones. I'm going to set it up. We're going to work on maneuverability. You're going to see inside angles, outside angles. You're going to see my hands. Now, left turn traps. Can you drive? This is really important video. Let's go ahead and look at this real quick, short and quick.
You see me looking, and then I'm going to turn out. I'm gonna turn on my left turn signal.
Gotta have blinker on.
And I gotta wait. This is a protected left-hand turn. We're getting out of the downtown Mount Clemens area.
So you gotta look. You have pedestrians. You have delivery trucks. Okay? Next, let's go to the POV, parallel parking.
And oh man, and you see me looking, but guess what? Ooh, this parallel park gonna be good.
I can tell this is gonna be good.
Line up on this board.
Gotta line up.
That's solid. That's solid.
Now that's pretty good. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect. But I'm within 12 inches of the curb, and this is what you want to aim for. How close is it? Is it passing? Do people understand this? And I'm a real instructor in a real car. Okay, let's talk about this.
All right. Okay, you're very nice. Now, if I'm too close, now let's walk up to this roundabout. No other instructors doing this. I'm walking up to the roundabout. Let's see if people know how to drive. Okay, we're walking up.
Now we're taking our time to walk up to the roundabout. What are we looking for? We're looking for people, we're looking for drivers who are not paying attention. We're looking for drivers who are on the phone, who are talking to people. As a pedestrian, I'm the most vulnerable. I don't want to be vulnerable. I am telling you the truth, and you're going to learn so much from this. And this is an incredible array of information to help you learn how to drive. So what we're going to do quickly is look through stop signs, the quickest way to fail your driving test. Who am I? I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach adults and teens. You're getting a POV view of the downtown Mount Clemens road test traps. We're going to talk about stop signs, parallel parking, tight right turns, tight left turns, why you turn right, why you don't turn right on red. So let's go ahead and watch this. Stay in there. If this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up.
Way to fail. All right, we're going to come up and stop. S-T-O-P. And I'm looking. I look left, right, left. Don't roll stop signs. Quick way to fail. Road test prep. Complete stop. 1001, 1002, 1003. We look left and right. We look right. Okay, I'm going to move forward because I'm holding up people. Right? I don't want to get honked at. And that's a little pressure too. You will get honked at. Quick way to
There's pressure sometimes when you're driving through, but you got to relax. You got to be patient. Now we're going to talk about downtown traffic, perfect parking challenge. Here we go.
See me, downtown traffic, putting in that work. I'm looking left and right. This is a really tight right turn. Turn hand over hand in, hand over hand out. No cones today, no safety net, metal on metal. Emotion on emotion. And then I'm pulling between two cars. No cones. My left turn signal sound. I'm gonna park between the Rogue and the Silverado. And then I'm gonna take the camera.
You got to be able to execute and park between two cars. You don't want to be too close on the right or too close on the left. Don't split your parking spot. Let's look at this. Here we go.
Split the parking spot in half. No cones, no safety net. Boom. I turn and I roll forward. And I'm looking and I'm good. I'm putting it right in park. Okay, you see my parking job? I split the parking spot in half. No cones, no safety.
And then you want to have equal room on both sides. Hey, tell me where you're from. I'm from the Midwest. This is the Mount Clemens road test prep video. I videoed this morning, and then I'm showing you a view because we're live right now.
I'm making a right turn. I see the pedestrians. They didn't even stop. But we gonna stop.
Always stop.
To the right, you're gonna see the man and the lady. I like his jacket. I like that jacket game. I'm looking left.
Got to look left and right.
This is a really tight right turn.
It's a short turn, so you got to go up.
Putting in that work. That was nice.
You have to put in your work. You got to be mentally prepared. It is really positive self-manifestation. You're not only learning how to drive, it's a focus. It's a mental mindset. Let's go to the next one.
Let's make a right turn in this stall parking area. Right, you have to pay. You don't think it's free parking. In downtown areas, you got to pay. Okay, and then I'm pulling between two cars. No cones. My left turn signal sound.
Turn your blinker on.
Between the Rogue and the Silverado. And then I'm gonna take the camera off and we go look. Let's make a right turn in this stall park.
So you got to use your blinker. You've got to let people know what you're doing. These are parking maneuvers. Here we go.
We're in downtown Mount Clemens, real downtown driving.
So have that mental mindset ready to go. Let's look at the next one.
I'm not sure what they're doing, but we're going to keep it real.
You always got to communicate with people. Sometimes they don't know what to do. Okay? Let's look at this. Sweaty palms are normal. Wipe them off.
You don't have deodorant around, you're going to end up sweating. That's what happens, guys. Okay? People sweat. They get big rings under their arms and their hands get sweaty. I'm keeping it real with you. All right? Beautiful area. Okay, we're going to make a right turn, and then we want to come up and stop. This is a great area. Road test prep. Complete stop. 1001, 1002, 1003.
All right. So let's review this before I let you go. So we learned a lot today. Who am I? I'm a state certified driving instructor. Why did I even take the time to do this? Because I want you to pass. I want you to learn how to drive. I want you to have your best opportunity to pass. But you can't just put it in your brain. You actually have to get out and drive. Why are my videos being recommended to you? Because I'm a state certified instructor. I build authority. I build trust. I've driven and taught adults and teens over 24 years. I'm deciding to do more POV driving videos where you see me or my students turning the wheel. You see us parallel parking, line up, put it in reverse, roll back, halfway, 45 angle, turn that wheel all the way to the right, R-I-G-H-T. Once you pass the vehicle, you turn the wheel back to the left. You're even within 12 inches or less to the curb. Now, I kept my promise. Number one, the still green light. If the light has been green for a long time, assume that it's the still green light. How do I know exactly when to start braking if the light's been green for a long time? You want to keep your speed up. You want to look at the do not walk sign to the right. More of the modern intersections have a countdown timer. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So you got to look left and right. You see my eye movement? Look left, look right. Number 2, mirror dependency. What I need you to do is don't rely on your mirror. You need to look over your shoulder. If I'm making a lane change to the left, look over. If I'm making a lane change to the right, look over. Your mirrors only show what's in the general area. They don't tell you, hey, this car is 10 feet. This car is 15 feet. This car is 15 feet or 12 feet. They are just there in the area, an area reference, okay? Let's talk about right on red. I had a question. I'm answering all of your questions. So this is where you put your questions in. This is where you ask questions. Right on red, confusion. Can I turn right on red if there are no marked lines? And should I do a rolling stop? First, never do a rolling stop, period. That's a great way to fail your test. Number 2, complete stop. You look left, right, left. You check to the right. Is there a sign that says no right turn? Some downtown areas, some suburban areas have no sign. You still have to stop. S-T-O-P. Now, if you have a sign that says no turn on red, the sign may say from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. Then after 1 p.m., you still have to stop. S-T-O-P. Then you look left, right, left, when clear. Then you proceed. Hey, if you just joined, I'm a state certified driving instructor. This is the POV Mount Clemens road test trap. We're going over the common questions. I have 10 viewer questions. And if you have questions, you need to subscribe. You need to put those in. You have to be subscribed more than a week. Then your questions will appear. If you're not subscribed, then you won't be able to post questions. Next, reversing out. What is the secret to reversing out of a driveway or parking lot without crossing into another lane? You look over your shoulder, out of the back window. You can use your mirror some as reference points, but you have to put your right arm on the passenger seat. We're in America. Our steering wheel's on the left. We drive on the right. Hey, how are you doing? What's up, W? Make sure you're subscribed. We're going over questions right now. Okay, so go ahead and put it in. You have to look behind you. You can't rely on a little lens and little backup camera. It's not accurate. And I know a lot of you do that, but that's a great way to hit and back into a car. Let's keep going. Anger management. How do I stop my legs from shaking or panicking when I see a tailgater or road rager? Take a step back. Breathe. We didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. It is them. So what I need you to do is breathe for a second. If you start speeding up, they're going to speed up. You want to maintain your speed and allow them to do what they do. If you start going faster, you're going to lose your safety cushion. That is the space in the front. You can't control the space behind you, but you can control the space in front of you. Let's keep going. Blind spot secrets. There are 4 blind spots. Left side of the car, right side of the car, in front of the car, and behind the car. If we're making lane changes, it's check your mirrors, inside mirror, outside mirror, turn signal, blind spot to the left. If I'm making a right lane change, inside mirror, outside mirror, mirrors, turn signal, right is up, you look over your right shoulder. You have to always look. Don't assume that your space is clear because the car, what could be in your blind spot? This is my blind spot right here. This is my blind spot right here. So you have to look. Speed maintenance. Next question. Why do examiners fail me for going too under the limit? How do I keep a certified pace? You want to have your foot even on the pedal. If you're shaking and pushing it harder, you're going to increase speed. If you're scared to push the gas, you're going to decrease speed. What I tell my students to do is stay with the flow of their traffic, stop looking down at the speedometer, because if you look down at the speedometer, you're going to drift to the right. If you look down at the speedometer, you're going to drift to the left. Don't drift to the right. Don't drift to the left. It's called lane line reference. You walking in the hallway at college. You walk into the hallway at your job. You're walking your dog down the street. If you drift to the right, you're going to walk on people's grass, and now you got a problem. If you drift to the left, you are on the wrong side. Aim high, look ahead. Next, lane choice. That's the next question. If you have questions, you put those in. You have to be at least subscribed for 1 week before you can post questions. And this is our live session right now before we wrap it all up. This is the Mount Clemens road test prep. We just finished looking at videos on how to park, on how to go to a roundabout, on how to navigate stale green lights, how to navigate right turn on red confusion, how to navigate mirror discrepancy, how to reverse out, anger management, blind spot secrets, speed maintenance. Now we're talking about lane choice. Which lane is the nearest lane when turning out of a multiple lane road in Mount Clemens? The nearest lane to the curb. If you're in a curb lane and you have to make a turn to the right, you stay in your curb lane. If you have to make a left turn, first you want to check pavement markings. Are left turns allowed? You have to look at your pavement markings. You have to look for road signs. And you're going to be under stress because you're an invisible ghost. That's your road tester. That's me. We're going to tell you, I need you to make a right turn at the light. I should see you check your mirror. I should see you flip your blinker up at the appropriate time, 100 feet, a half a block. If you turn around too early, I'm marking you down. If you turn around too late, I'm marking you down. Too early, you're confusing people. Where are they going? Where are they going? Too late, you're going to get rear-ended. So you can get 2 minuses by being hesitant. And if you go too fast into the turn, over 25 or 30, making a right turn, who does that? You do, because you're a beginning driver. Slow your pace, cover that brake, use the ghost brake technique. It's in the video. Next, parallel parking obsession. What is one reference point I can't afford to miss during the Mount Clemens test? Curb line reference. The curb line reference point to the right. Where's the curb? I'm using my right eye. See, I'm looking at my finger. I know I look crazy, but I'm using my right eye as a curb line reference. That's what you need to do. If I don't see you looking, how are you even parking? If I don't see you looking over your shoulder for that curb, how do I even know you're parking? And if you run over the cones, instant failure. Let's continue. The personal question. Myles, what is the hardest part when you're learning? Do you ever almost fail? The hardest part when you're learning? A lot of people put pressure on themselves. A lot of people are scared to make mistakes. Don't be scared to make mistakes. Take your time. I need you to subscribe. If you don't subscribe, you're going to increase your risk of failing. If you don't subscribe, you're going to end up spending thousands of dollars with the wrong instructor. I want to say thank you, bless you. I will talk to you later. Bye.